As recovery efforts in Maui continue, the Spokane Fire Department is taking steps to prevent something similar from happening here, and they're doing that with their first ever fuel reduction program.
That program is treating hills and lands around Spokane to keep wildfires from spreading into residential and city areas. Here's KREM 2's Nathan Young with more now.
For the past year, the Spokane Fire Department has been taking steps to reduce the risk of a dangerous wildfire impacting the city. One of the ways they're doing this is by cutting off branches on the lower parts of trees. Dry conditions, high trees, and strong winds in the midst of small brush fires all played a part in the destruction of Lahaina. It's a reminder at just how fast a small fire can spread.
This is a fuel-reduced forest.
Nick Jeffries is in his first year as Spokane Fire's Wildland Resource Planner.
Thinning the forest reduces the risk of catastrophic wildfire. It makes it easier for us to catch them.
The fuel reduction program is in its first year. Under the program, the goal is to reduce fire fuel in 2,500 acres within 5 years throughout Spokane. The Spokane Fire Department is doing this through contracts with private companies who will thin trees and forest land.
By reducing the fuel loads in our forest, we can actually stand a chance at catching these fires and make Spokane a safer place.
You can already see the difference here in Indian Canyon, where 40 acres on one side of the road has been treated.
We've thinned out the trees 10 to 20 feet between the trees, and what that does is it makes it a fast-moving grass fire. It's not going to alleviate the fire, it's just going to reduce the flame height.
Which Jeffries says is important because thinning the trees keeps the fires low, which makes it easier for firefighters to contain the fire.
Well, I think it's great. I mean, it's something that's needed. That danger exists in a lot of communities. You know, I think Spokane, we're second in the state for having the highest risk.
As triple digits continue in the forecast, Spokane firefighters are on high alert, meaning fuel reduction is something Jeffries says is critical to protecting the community.
We have the bluff on the South Hill, we have Palisades Indian Canyon, and we have Beacon Hill Minnehaha. In reality, if we had a fire in any of those areas, it's high risk.
100 acres are now treated. That leaves 2,400 acres left to go. Right now, crews are starting work on Spokane's South Hill and Beacon Hill. I'm told that during this past year, crews have been out here sometimes 7 days a week reducing fuels. And sometimes they can get even 1 to 3 acres done a day. In Spokane, Nathan Young, KREM 2.